Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me with Misty, with Happy Planning with Misty. And I hope y'all are having a good day. Today is the 4th of July, where we celebrate and thank God for our freedom and the men and women who have given their life and service so that we could have freedom to worship or just to make our own decisions. And so I am very thankful for that. Maddie had to work. Marshall is up at our church campground helping serve in the kitchen. And I was home with the headache. Yep. But while I've been home, I've still been productive, and that's what I want to show you guys. I have not, this is what I've been working on. I have not uploaded this to my Etsy shop yet because I want some feedback. So I have put together an Erin Condren 4-page hourly kit. And I have not used this kit. All I've done is put it together. So this would be page 1. You've got your full boxes. You got boxes that you could put notes in. You've got like it don't say Monday through Sunday, but same concept. You've got trackers. You've got all kinds of functionals, weekend banner, bill due, payday, to-dos. That's all on just this one page, and there is 4 pages of this stuff. Here's the second page. And it is just full of functional boxes, appointment boxes, decorative boxes, real thin washi, strips, flags, things you can mark your day with. So this is page 2. Page 3, here are some more checklists in this format. You've got icons, you got little flags, and teardrops, stuff to mark appointments, some more washi, some more full boxes. Here is your Monday through Sunday, your date dots, today, to do, this week, to buy, to clean, meal plan, remember important, an appointment. Here's some bill dues, here's trackers for water and whatever else you would like to track. I have an Erin Condren hourly. I want to see if how this will work in there. I also have done scripts. I've got scripts that are earth tone, and I've got scripts that are in rainbow. This is this week, and so this is the rainbow color that I've got laid out. This is the earth tones. And so far I've done this week, to do, and something coffee related. Coffee time maybe. But I didn't want to keep designing and keep doing this unless this is something you think, would work, would be wanted. And I've made these boxes to whether you have a 7x9. I've made these boxes as long as you have a column that is 1.5 inches, it'll work. So just because you don't have an Erin Condren hourly, don't mean you can't buy this kit and make it work. So this is my Erin Condren hourly, the life planner. And this is one that I've been redating. So most of the time I just come in here and I just lay down kits. I haven't actually been planning in this, but I want to see what this looks like, how it fits, what works, what don't work, what I need to adjust before I put it up on my website. So, like I said, this is all new to me. I'm excited about it, but I'm nervous because I don't know how it's going to work, but we finna find out. So I think I was redating this for as if we were in 2025, because I think this is a 2024. And so for 2025, and this is in April, that looks like April the 20th. So then we would need the 21st through the 27th. So let's start with this. And I hope y'all are having a wonderful 4th of July. And tomorrow is Marshall's birthday. And we still don't have no big plans. He said what he wanted to do was absolutely nothing, because he is on the go all the time. So I was like, okay, and Maddie has to work tomorrow, and it's from like 11 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So even if we done something, it would be late, and I've got a feeling she's going to be give out. So I don't know that we're going to be doing anything much. Okay, so let's see how this lays down. Now, what I wanted, or what I was thinking, was will I put this here without a header? So the Erin Condren Hourly has always had very wide columns. Even all your 7x9s do not fit from line to line. But the washi I do have, this thicker washi, I want it to go at the bottom. So let me just start with that first. I want it to go across through here. And then let's see, let me flip this and put the other side on. Okay, so that one is coming up short, even if I attach this extra piece. Okay, so I need to make that longer, because it was too long on this side, but it wasn't long enough on this side. So I might have to, I'll have to adjust that. Okay, that's what I need to know. Where do I need to adjust stuff? Okay, let's look at these headers. And I'm just going to the middle. Monday. With each of these. So this is what I've been doing, even though I've been sitting on the bed with an ice pack on my head. I have been doing this designing, and I want to get stuff edited so I can get it listed in the shop. Okay, so I've got these strips of washi, and then I've got these real thin strips of washi. So let's see how these here will work. I want to go underneath here. Okay. And then I'll put this piece right there. And then that. This here is a different width. So I'll need to fix that, because that would be enough to finish this out, but all three of those need to be the same width, so I need to adjust that. Okay. But I do have this weekend banner that can go up here at the top and sort of hide some of the difference there. So we'll put that up there. Okay. So now let's go back over here and let's see what are we going to do for our sidebar. And this might be a little long, y'all, because I am still learning my own layout. So I don't know that all of this needed covering up, but I don't mind the April being there. So let's just go with this box here as what we're going to start with the sidebar. Okay, and then I think I might use these little strips here as like, you know, like these little washi dividers. Okay, so we got that. And then I've got these boxes and I've got these boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can make 7 out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of these just have 6, which I don't do anything on Sunday, so it would be fine. And if I went to use to clean up here, okay, well, it's still, okay, so we got the to clean, and I can use this lighter box to do that. Okay, and then I've got trackers. I've got bill dues. Okay. Alright, so maybe I haven't been putting anything as far as what to track. Let me do another strip just for some separation here. And put this tracker down. Oh, I don't want the bill due. I want another tracker. And these orange are different. One is darker than the other, so I know it might, far away, it might not show up that there's a difference. But there is a difference in the color. Okay, so we've got that, and then I can do, I've got these notes ones. Okay, to where I can put remember. And put this notes down. Get rid of these trackers here. And I do have this that could go right here at the bottom. Okay, so that is the sidebar. Now we can go and start doing stuff on this part. Okay, so I told y'all I don't normally plan in this, but since I'm needing to see how these boxes and stuff fit, I am going to do some plans in here. So the first thing I had to do was pick up prescriptions that I had called in. So let's do and I had to wait till they opened up. They open up at 8. So we're gonna say we done it at 8:30. Okay, and then Marshall had hurt his back this week, and we had to go to the chiropractor. So, and it was like an everyday thing, because he had hurt his back so bad. He stepped out in a hole. And so let's see, I've got these little icons too, and here's a little coffee. So we'll put that at 7 because I know I got up and had coffee first. Okay, picked up a prescription, then I got appointment labels, I think. And I think it's going to be this kind of box here. We're going to use it like this and see how that does. Okay, we got that. And I had to make a post office run. So let's do there is so much on these sheets that can be used that that's what I guess if I'm going to say anything like hinders me, it's what to grab first to use first, because I don't do good when I have a buttload of options. But then there's people out there that like a lot of options because they have so much to plan. Well, since it's just me, Marshall, and Maddie, we don't have good gobs of stuff going on. So I don't have what you call a lot of stuff to plan. Let's see, Maddie also had, she was still doing art. So let's do Maddie, art, and that is from 1 to 4. So we'll put that down for Maddie. Okay, there's that. And then I had to take Marshall to the chiropractor again. He would ride with the, do y'all know what a TENS unit is? It's like these little pads you hook up, but to like your neck or your back or whatever muscle is causing the problem, and it like shocks you. That is what he would wear on the way there, so that by the time we got there, they could really move him. Okay. I also had to pay art class. So bill due was art class. That was $90. And I'd done that over the phone, so I'm going to put that here. Okay. And then we done the same thing Wednesday. We were back at the chiropractor. So let's use this again. Oops. Okay, got that back down. Me and Maddie went to church, but he couldn't because of being in so much pain. So that was 7 that night. And then one of these little stickers is a little house, and that's what I'm going to use as like my little church. Okay, let's flip this over. The main thing this week was just constantly going to the chiropractor with him. Let's do, I don't know that that's big enough. I was going to use that one, but I think I need one just a little bit bigger because I write so big. Okay, that we done again. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't had nothing to write this week. Okay, and then also on Friday, I had, let's see what I got right here. My Amavig shot, which is my headache. So we're gonna put that down. Let's see, Friday morning, I done that. I done my Monjaro. On Monday morning, so let me move this down. And I'm hoping that from now on, y'all, when y'all purchase from me, it'll be on removable sticker paper. That is what I am trying my best to keep in stock, because when you plan like this, it's just better. Well, when I plan, period, it's better to have that type of paper. But definitely, when you need to reposition stuff, especially if you plan out something that day and then it don't end up happening, you need to be able to change plans a little bit. Okay, so then I don't have a trash thing right there, but that is something that happened on Friday. So let's do trash out. Okay. Okay, then on Saturday, I got in some Happy Mail. And part of that Happy Mail was Maddie's graduation ring. So mail runs here about 3. So we'll put it down there. And let's do Maddie's ring arrived. And we'll put that down there. And let's see, we've got some of these hearts that look like exclamation. And we'll put that there. We'll do another heart For the Happy Mail, we're going to do church. And that goes from, we're going to use one of these boxes because it goes from 9:45 to 12. Sunday school and worship, and I'm going to go back with one of these little house looking stickers, icons for that. Okay, then let's see, I think we can put in some of the decorative now, and these are also boxes that can be wrote in. If needed. We can do this full box right there. We'll do this one on Saturday. And do one more over here on Sunday. Okay, so this here, since that's got so much room that you can also write, you could do an important up here at the top, and then you could take these little dots right here and create you a little list of important stuff you want to get done. And I can list stuff better when I have a line. So let's see if we can't draw one that's straight. Okay, like that. Okay, so this is more or less how the week went. Now, we've still got plenty of stuff we can do. So I didn't use like any of the todays. So I can go back and put these today headers up here. Across the top. And then Sunday, so there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6 of them. I might need to add another one of those because, duh, we have 7 days, Misty. So we might have to add a extra one of them and scoop some stuff around. Maybe I'll just put a this week over here on the Sunday. And I can put a next week over this. Just sort of write down what we're going to deal with next week. And I can jot that down. And then I still can put down that I did a load of laundry. And then we did some dishes, washed dishes. I don't think I've got dishes. I do have groceries, so let's put grocery because I did grocery shop also. That was on Thursday though, so let's do grocery on Thursday. That's got the little grocery cart. Put that little flag and do dishes. And then I also did YouTube video, and that was on Wednesday. And we've got another coffee. I've got these coffee stickers, or I've got a couple that look like this, so I think I'm going to do that there. Okay, and I also ran the vacuum, so let's see here. Okay, but y'all, there is still bukus in this kit, so what do you think? Do I need to make my kit smaller? Take away some of the stuff? But this is how it looks. So I need, like, important would be to tidy up. Devotions. Make videos. What else would be important during my day? As long as I clean, I have my Bible, I make sure I've got videos going up. Let's do water intake. Okay, and then I can put medication over here. Read. No spend. Okay. Alright guys, tell me what you think. What do you think needs to be adjusted? And I will do so. I hope y'all have a wonderful 4th, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.